Hey guys, it's Kelly, and I am coming to you today with a requested story. So, a couple weeks ago, I was at a bonfire activity, and someone requested this story, and I told it at the bonfire activity. And the guy that the story is about gave me permission to share it on my channel. So, there is this guy at church that is basically like my nemesis. And a couple years ago, we were taking a class together that was every Thursday night. And afterwards, I would always leave kind of early because I carpooled with someone that was a school bus driver. And he would always stay as late as people would possibly talk to him and stand around and talk to all these married women about all of his issues. And so one night, he drove his motorcycle and it was kind of rainy, and the parking lot was really dark and there were puddles all over the place. And this woman said to him, "Hey, be careful when you drive off because it's really slippery and rainy and dark." And he said, "I don't need to be careful. I'm a man." So he revved up. He said that he would like me in this video to say that he popped a wheelie. I was not there, so we'll just say he did pop a wheelie. But anyway, he revved up, turned the corner, and took out a bush and totaled his motorcycle. And all of these married women ran over to him and were like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay? Do you want me to call my husband? Do you want me to call somebody? Do you want me to help you? Oh my gosh, do you want us to call 911? And he said, "No, I'm a man. I can take care of this. I don't need you guys' help." So anyway, they're like, "What about your motorcycle? What are you going to do? Do you want to ride home? Do you want us to help you?" And one of the ladies drove this huge truck. And she's like, "Do you want me to help you? Do you want us to get the motorcycle in the back of my truck? Do you want me to help you?" And he's like, "I don't need any help. I can take care of this. I'm a man." When I told this at the bonfire a couple weeks ago, he's like, "Damn right I am." I don't think he said that, but he said something along the lines of, "I know that's right," and laughed and just... He said, "I like the way you're telling this story." That's what he did. So anyway, that night, because he is my nemesis and I had already left, and unfortunately I did not see any of this, I got so many texts, so many Facebook messages, so many phone calls. You are not going to believe what happened tonight. He got in an accident and said this, and he took out a bush, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And so I called around. I found out he called some other married guy and asked that guy to help him get his motorcycle home. I don't know what happened to it. So that was a Thursday. Sunday I went to church because our class was at our church building, and I told someone this story. And this other guy that I told said, "Wait a minute, whoa, he took out a bush?" And I'm like, "Yeah, apparently he took out a bush. That's what I heard." And he's like, let's go find the accident site. I bet we can." And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So we go out into the parking lot, and this guy's like, you know where he always parks. He always parks over here." And I'm like, "I have no idea where he parks. I try to not even look at him. I definitely don't keep up on where he parks." And he's like, "No, he always parks here." And I'm like, "Okay, well, the class that we were in, they would have came out of this door." This guy and I became detectives, basically, because if you see my Twitter handle, I am like a detective. Anyway, so he's like, "Okay, if he parked here and they were at this door, and you're telling me that everyone in the story said he went around a corner and we know he took out a bush." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what happened." So he's like, "Let's just go the long way around." So this other guy and me started walking all around the church, all around, just looking, because he's like, "We have to find it. I mean, he took out a bush." So anyway, then we walk almost all the way around the church when all of a sudden I saw it. There was this whole row of perfect bushes, all of them perfect. And then in the middle of them, not even in the middle, just at one point, there was one bush missing. One bush was missing, and it was perfect the way it was missing. Like, all the ground around it was perfect, all the cutting around it was perfect, and there was no path behind it, no reason why this bush should be missing. It was almost like someone that was experienced in landscaping had done that. And oh, that guy that got in the motorcycle accident, he does landscaping for a living. Coincidence? I don't know. So anyway, we started looking all around by this bush because this guy's like, we have to find some evidence. And all of a sudden, we found a piece of his motorcycle. This guy's like, look, we found two pieces. We found a piece of his headlight and we found a piece of the actual motorcycle. They were both about a little bit bigger than that. And we went back into the church with both of these pieces. And he was in there cackling and laughing with some other married guy, talking about how cool he is, which is one of his favorite hobbies. And me and this other guy went up to him and handed him the two pieces of his motorcycle and said, "Did you lose something?" And he said the equivalent of F you to us at church. He basically was like, "Get out of here, you two," and just gave us the dirtiest look. And we're like, no, seriously, did you lose something? And then the other guy I was with was like, apparently he got in an accident here on Thursday. And then the other guy was like, wait, hold on, I want to hear this. Then some other people around us said they wanted to hear it. So I told them all. And well, now I've told everyone, but I have permission, so it's all good in the hood. So anyway, if you have any requests of stories or anything else, let me know. I voted today, FYI, and stay tuned to see what happens next. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you'd like me to see or do next. Next week, I'll be back with another job story. So anyway, thanks. Bye.